Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back with the next review of the Fangoria Challenge. This time, Jason and I watched Motel Hell. Motel Hell is a 1980 horror film, and according to Fangoria, it's one of the 101 best horror movies you've never seen. Motel Hell is probably one of the more popular titles on this list. At the time this book was released, it was only available on a double feature DVD with the movie Deranged, which Jason and I reviewed earlier in the Fangoria Challenge. But, as you can see, since then, Scream Factory has also released Motel Hell on this Blu-ray and DVD combo pack collector's edition. In fact, this was one of Scream Factory's earlier releases, as you can tell by the blue border on top. Motel Hell is just a fun film from start to finish. It knows what it is, and it just goes for it. It embraces itself. It's about proprietors of an old motel, Vincent Smith and his sister Ida. Vincent's younger brother Bruce is the town sheriff. Vincent and Ida are not only in the motel business, though, they are also into smoked meats. They have a pig farm and another sort of animal farm. Animals are what Vincent calls his victims, his human victims. Along with Ida, he sets traps on the road to capture them. Once their victims are injured, Vincent and Ida bury the survivors in their garden, feet first, with their heads above the ground. Unable to move, Vincent and Ida slice their vocal cords, making it unable for them to scream as well. Vincent then tends to his farms of humans, feeding them and keeping track of when they're ready to be eaten. Once that time comes, they are cut up and mixed with the pork from the pig farm. Mixing the meats together, Farmer Vincent creates his famous Farmer Vincent's fritters. He smokes the meat and then sells it to the locals and those staying at the motel. His brother Bruce, the sheriff, is especially a fan, but he has no idea where the meat comes from. When Vincent captures a young beautiful woman named Terry, who survives a motorcycle accident, he decides to keep her. After all, she'll make a good wife for Vincent. Things go as planned, too, when she somehow falls in love with him. She even accepts his marriage proposal. Bruce, however, is also in love with Terry and is hurt when she chooses Vincent over him. When Bruce becomes suspicious, he does a little digging and uncovers the secret behind the ingredients in Vincent's meat. Now it's up to Bruce to rescue his brother's soon-to-be bride, the woman he also loves. But will Terry believe him, or does she love Farmer Vincent's meat too much? There's no denying that Motel Hell is a wacky movie, in the best way possible. Like I said, it embraces what it is, and doesn't try to take itself too seriously. There is obvious humor, but it's ultimately a slasher film. With some cannibalism, of course. The human garden is awesome. The human heads are like heads of lettuce. One of the victims is Cheers' famous Cliff Clavin himself, John Ratzenberger. The motel setting is super atmospheric. The mist, the lighting, it really achieves the vibe they were going for. The pig head mask, seen on the cover here, is something a lot of people associate with this movie. But the thing is, it's not featured all that much. I liked that they used it that way, though. You see it early on in the film for just a few seconds, and then not again until the end. Because there's so much time in between, it's exciting when it pops up again. This is during the climax of the film, which features a chainsaw duel. For those wondering, Motel Hell also features some gratuitous nudity, including full frontal of a random woman at a lover's lane raid. The beautiful Terry is also naked in a couple of scenes. Motel Hell definitely has a lot of fans, and it's understandable, because it does exactly what a movie should do. entertain. If you've seen Motel Hell and like it, or if it sounds good to you, I also recommend Mountaintop Motel Massacre. This is a 1983 slasher film, and I think it goes without saying why this is a good, relatable recommendation. It's another 80s slasher with a motel setting. Both movies also sort of have the same tone when it comes to horror and humor. Give Mountaintop Motel Massacre a watch if you haven't already. Also, check out Motel Hell. Have you seen it? If so, what do you think of it? Comment below and let me know. And please be sure to check out Jason's review. What will we watch and review next for the Fangoria challenge? Check back soon to find out. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up and be kind. Subscribe.